We'll observe silence for a few minutes. Om. Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 7, Jnana Vijnana Yoga, Yoga of Knowledge and Wisdom. We'll chant from verse number 20 to 25.
कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया यो यो यां यां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धया चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्याचलां श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम् सतया श्रद्धया युक्तः तस्याराधनमीहते लभते च ततः कामान् मयैव विहितान् हितान् अन्तवत्तु फलं तेषां तद्भवत्यल्पमेधसाम् देवान् देवयजो यान्ति मद्भक्ता यान्ति मामपि अव्यक्तं व्यक्तिमापन्नं मन्यन्ते मामबुद्धयः परं भावमजानन्तः ममाव्ययमनुत्तमम् नाहं प्रकाशः सर्वस्य योगमाया समावृतः मूढोऽयं नाभिजानाति लोको मामजमव्ययम्
Last week we studied verse number 19. At the end of many births, I'm just reading the translation so that we can recap what we discussed. At the end of many births, the man of wisdom reaches me, realizing that all is Vasudeva. Vasudeva means supreme reality. Such a great soul is very difficult to find. Sa Mahatma, Sudurlabaha. So we discussed that why it is difficult to be truly spiritual if you understand the word, what it means. See, to be spiritual means to contemplate on your real purpose in life. So you question what is beyond all this. Is there anything beyond all this? Beyond body, mind, intellect, beyond this terrestrial world. So we call it age of contemplation. But most people, they are operating at the age of gazing. So we discussed there are various ages, meaning this is how you evolve spiritually. Age of gazing, age of superstition, age of scientific inquiry, and last is age of contemplation. So most people, they are at the age of gazing, or you can say they are operating at a level of just the body and the senses, indulging in the senses. So the whole focus is on acquisition, enjoyment. So there is nothing more than acquisition and enjoyment in their life. They and their family, that unit. So all day long, whole life is spent in acquisition, enjoyment. We are not saying it is wrong. It is level of animals. That's what all animals are doing. But as you advance, there is some kind of thinking. It is called as age of superstition. Good many people, vast majority of the people who have some kind of spiritual spark in them, they are stuck at the level of age of superstition. So they follow blind faith, mechanical rituals, some kind of superstition. There is no correlation to cause and effect. But as you advance, as your intellect becomes more clear, it is called as age of scientific inquiry. So you understand the whole world functions on cause and effect. Your growth, your relationship to the world is based on cause and effect. So there is no extraneous factor responsible for whatever is happening to you or to anybody in this world, either positive or negative. But it's not enough. Beyond this is age of contemplation. So where you question the very functioning of law, I mean, how this law is functioning, law of causation. Who decides all this? Is there an entity? Is there a power? You know, who is controlling all this? Is there an ordainer? What is beyond body, mind, intellect? Is my mission only to fulfill my desires at my physical, emotional, intellectual level, or there is something beyond all this? So that is age of contemplation. So your spiritual journey begins in the true sense of the term when you start contemplating. And that is possible only when you are exposed to this knowledge. And then you slowly start realizing that this entire world is nothing but supreme reality. In layman's language, this world is nothing but God. People ask, what is God? Where is God? This world is God. It's like asking, where is rope? Snake is rope. So the world which we are experiencing, which is made up of objects and beings, the pluralistic world, is nothing but supreme reality. It's a projection on supreme reality. So you slowly start understanding that. And then you put efforts to come out of this illusion in which we all are caught up. So therefore he says, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. I mean, such a person, such a seeker is not easy to find. And then rare among such seekers, there is one who actually overcomes the illusion. So what you learn here is your spiritual journey begins when you are at the age of contemplation, meaning your subtle intellect is powerful. When your gross intellect is powerful, yes, you will, it's called as age of scientific inquiry, but still it is in the realm of terrestrial world. So when subtle intellect is powerful, you question the very purpose of life. That is age of contemplation. So it belongs to the subtle intellect. If your subtle intellect is powerful, doesn't matter what you are doing, where you are, it will push you towards what is the truth of life. You will seek answers. So this is what we discussed last week, verse number 19. So is group okay? Are there any questions? Welcome, Sita. This is Bhagavad Gita class, Saturday morning. Let's move on to verse number 20.
कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञानाः प्रपद्यन्तेऽन्यदेवताः तं तं नियममास्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया.
Now, topic number 5 starts from verse 20. Verse 20 to 25 is the fifth topic. It's called Deluded Seek and Gain Finite Fruit. Ignorant people, they seek and gain finite fruit. So the translation is, those deprived of wisdom approach other gods through various desires, resorting to corresponding rites laid by their own nature. Now, those who are familiar with Vedanta, they will know what he is saying, but in case somebody is new, see, whenever they use the word gods in plural, God in singular is supreme reality. There is only one supreme reality. But when they use the word gods, Devaha, in plural, it means your material and worldly goals. Period. There is nothing more than that. So these gods and goddesses, they are not personalities. They are concepts. Not many Indians know this, including intellectuals. They believe there are gods and goddesses. It is a concept. Now, what is the meaning? What is the purpose behind hundreds and thousands of gods and goddesses? Any thinking person, he has to ask this question. So, the scientific reason behind having so many gods and goddesses is, see, being spiritual, go back to the introduction, is nothing but being contemplative, meaning your thought has to be on the ultimate goal of life. The thought has to be on supreme reality. Doesn't matter what you are doing. That is definition of spirituality. But it is easier said than done. Because where is our mind going? Our mind is constantly going towards the world, towards the objects and beings of the world, towards the tangible, intangible aspect of the world. Now, to plug that mind from the world and to plant it on the supreme reality, this is being spiritual. But it's not going to happen for 99.99% of people. because you have so many desires. You yourself have created these desires. And even if somebody tells you, okay, you think of God, supreme reality, I mean, how long you can do that? A few minutes, if you do, you must congratulate yourself. So, what these great saints they have done, they found out where your mind goes. And wherever your mind goes, they planted gods and goddesses, festivals, and rituals. So, a touch of divinity is given to all your worldly pursuits. It's a beginning of spirituality, it's a kindergarten of spirituality. But 99% seekers, they belong to that category. We're not saying it is right or wrong. You remove gods and goddesses, you remove festivals and rituals from any religion, there won't be any religion left. So that's the reason there are so many gods and goddesses. So it is in your interest you understand this. So therefore, you find, I mean, some of you have been to India. People they ask this question. Some of them wonder. I mean, every day, every other day, there is some festival, some kind of ritual is going on. Animals they are demonized. So if you don't understand that, you may find it absurd and rightly so. Yeah, I've given this example many times. My sister, she lives on the outskirts of Delhi, and there's a nuisance of monkeys. I mean, monkeys come and eat plants and destroy, steal food and whatnot. So nobody's happy about it. But then, if a monkey comes and it destroys, how they discuss with each other. Oh, Hanumanji came and he gave us prasad. Hanuman is monkey god. You know? Or you see a cow sitting in the middle of the road. I'm not saying it is right or wrong. It is what it is. People will go touch her and they will move on. So even you identify with animals. Are you with me? So every aspect of life is divinized. So therefore, there are so many gods and goddesses. So what we are going to do now, I'm going to ask Anna to read few paragraphs from Swamiji's book, Symbolism of Gods and Rituals. So she's going to read, I think, first 6 or 7 paragraphs. So it will help you to get clarity, especially those who are new. So can you please read for us, Anna?
Yes. So, introduction. The Hindu scriptures are a unique blend of the subtle philosophy of Vedanta on one hand and gross fetishist worship on the other. Hinduism appears a strange amalgam of the highest classical literature with gods and goddesses, rituals and festivals, ceremonies and celebrations. The Hindus themselves are confused and confounded by the mixture. The Vedas, the very source of Hinduism, authoritatively proclaim that the reality is one and one alone. Why then do the Hindus fall into manifold denominations and follow a variety of conflicting spiritual practices? Why so many gods? Why many divisions, sects, creeds, and castes? Why then does not Hinduism concentrate on one god, one ritual, and one practice like other religions? Such questions have baffled even intellectuals from time immemorial. The Hindus are not polytheistic. Hinduism speaks of one God that is the supreme self in all, Atman, Brahman. The different gods and goddesses of the Hindu pantheon are mere representatives of the powers and functions of the one supreme God in the manifested world. There is a general misunderstanding that the Hindu worships innumerable gods and goddesses. The different forms of worship, the number of superstitions and misleading spiritual practices have all contributed to the wrong impression that the Hindus are polytheistic. This is far from the truth. In fact, the Hindu worships one God, be it directly as Brahman or through manifested representations and expressions. The Hindu religion is ingeniously designed to treat all types of disorders of the mind. The human mind is most complex. It suffers from manifold diseases. Religion is meant to cure these diseases and regain the spiritual health of the individuals. Each individual has to be treated separately according to his disease. There cannot be one doctor, one medicine, one cure for all diseases. Hinduism is like a hospital with its many wards, sections, and divisions. Each of them has a distinct purpose to attend to particular needs of a particular disease. They are taken care of by specialists in different departments. All of them put together cater to all types of ailments of all sorts of people so that every one of them can come out of the hospital as a healthy person. So too does Hinduism have different treatments for different types of individuals to make them whole and realize their supreme Godhead. The mind of man is in a chaotic state because of his vasanas, desires. As long as there are desires within, the mind helplessly runs in all directions seeking fulfillment of its desires. Consequently, it is agitated. An agitated mind cannot concentrate. It is unfit for contemplation and meditation, which alone leads him to the eternal bliss of self-realization. Religion is meant to help man to withdraw his mind from its preoccupations with the world at large and converge it to the single-pointed thought of the self within. When the mind is brought to single-pointedness, it can be directed towards meditation and realization of the supreme Godhead. Without practicing spiritual courses according to one's own constitution, there can be no progress towards meditation and the bliss of realization. One cannot stop the mind from its ramblings as long as it possesses desires. To circumvent this great hurdle, Hinduism has thoughtfully brought in gods and goddesses, rituals and festivals, ceremonies and celebrations. The master plan of the Hindu sages is to divinize everything in this world, even man's attention, since man's attention always has been upon the world. The plan has been drawn logically, scientifically, practically, but this plan, by this plan, the mind is reminded of the supreme, even as it is engaged in the desired objects of the world. For instance, Hinduism has personified wealth and riches in the form of the goddess Lakshmi. So a man who runs after material wealth is made to remember the goddess in all his transactions. Thus, a touch of divinity is lent to his material pursuits. Another man may pursue knowledge. Knowledge is personified as the goddess Sarasvati. So his mind is also drawn to the higher, even though he is engaged in the pursuit of worldly knowledge. Thus, there are numerous gods covering the entire sphere of human activities. The life of a Hindu is a series of prayer and worship. Everything is divinized from the cradle to the grave. There is a ritual associated with every aspect of the Hindu life. The entire passage from birth to death is nothing but a series of rituals and ceremonies, prayer and worship. The idea to remind his dissipating mind constantly of the purpose of his existence in the world. That is to unfold his self, to realize his godhood.
Thank you. Sita, you have the book? Yeah, read next two paragraphs.
The plan of Hinduism. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes. Okay. The plan of Hinduism is to help seekers reach the goal of religion. Religion is derived from the Latin terms re and legare. Re means back again, and legare means to bind, to unite. Etymologically, religion means that which binds one back to the origin. The origin of man is his real self. Religion helps man discover his real self, his supreme self, to draw out the divinity in man. Hinduism deals with the process of this union most systematically and scientifically. These pages cannot do justice to the master plan of the Hindu sages. The greatness of the plan is in its scientific approach and its practicality. It is designed to serve as a friend and benefactor of the childish mind. It helps to pull the mind away constantly from its indulgence in the lower fields of sensuality and fix it on the higher thought of realization of the supreme.
Perfect. Thank you. So, are we all clear? So, gods means worldly goals and achievements. So, what is saying? Those deprived of wisdom, meaning people who cannot think, they approach worldly goals. They are caught up in the world because they have a lot of desires. And then they try to fulfill these desires to find happiness. That is all it means. Now, why is saying those deprived of wisdom? Because your original nature is happiness. So you can't get anything from the external world to make you happy because you're already happy. Infinite peace, infinite bliss, contentment, satisfaction, use any word. That is your original nature. That is your godhood. That is the self in you. So you're all full, paripurna. And due to ignorance of your wholeness, your fullness, you experience a sense of incompleteness, that something is missing in my life. And to fulfill that sense of incompleteness, you start going after worldly objects and beings. It is a wild goose chase. You're going in the wrong direction. From beginning till end, it's a wrong chase because you are trying to find happiness where it is not there. Are you following? So, therefore, he says, those deprived of wisdom, those who have wisdom, those who understand that happiness is within, you already have that happiness. So, you will put efforts to get that happiness within your personality, not outside. So, what do you do? Once you are ignorant, once you experience that void, your desires they go to the world, you start chasing the world. So, therefore, he says corresponding rights, meaning you go to a particular area of your desire and apply ways and means to achieve those goals. It is as simple as that. So, if you have desire for wealth, I mean, it is endless and it's not easy. I mean, the whole life goes in that pursuit, and good many people, perhaps the end of their life, they might get some kind of partial satisfaction that, okay, I mean, at least my retirement is secured. It is not so. The whole life you are putting efforts in that direction. So, a few days back, I had gone for a lunch meeting with somebody from a class only. And next to us, there was a group of maybe 20, 25 people. And we were there for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. So all they were discussing was money, money, money. I'm not saying it is wrong. So from where to earn money, where there is opportunity to earn money, I mean, I learned so much from them. I wish I had $1 million. I could have given them to them. You know, can you please invest for me? I mean, can't even think the avenues of earning money. You know, I mean, you have to have that mind. So that's what the means through corresponding rights. So you put efforts there. Another person is interested in power. Whole life goes in that pursuit. Third person may be interested in family. So first of all, you have to create a family, get a partner, right partner, then have children and their schooling, and then there's you want them to settle down, grandchildren follow, then socializing, functions. Bhagavad Gita is not saying it is wrong, but then you are trying to find happiness in that family unit. Another person may be trying to find happiness through indulgences. Throughout their life, they go on a tour every 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. So you try to find happiness in indulgences. So you have to put efforts. But in spite of all this, you remain unfulfilled. This is what you need to understand. You get that temporary kick. Like when you have 2 or 3 packs of alcohol, you forget everything, right? But once that effect wears off, what happens? Don't say I'm a teetotaler. I mean, please, I'm giving you this as an example. You have 2 or 3 packs of alcohol, all your worries are gone. But once the effect wears off, what happens? Is it
We
so
become
difficult,
the same
this
old
example?
person. We become the same old person. Addictions.
Same. All worries, anxieties are back. So
Yes.
similarly, you get that temporary kick when you're pursuing your desires. This is what you need to understand. But in spite of that, that sense of unfulfillment remains. And why that sense of unfulfillment remains? No matter how much you acquire, no matter how much you enjoy, according to you, not according to others, that sense of incompleteness, that void can never be removed because your original nature is infinite. This is what is going to tell us in the next few verses. So I am giving you the theorem. So since your original nature is infinite, infinite peace and infinite bliss, anything from the world cannot provide you with infinite peace. Are you following me? Even if you acquire infinite wealth, end of the day, it is finite. The richest man in the world, $300 billion, $400 billion, whatever, it is finite. So even if you acquire, in layman's term, infinite amount of wealth, it's not going to satisfy you, because what are you seeking through wealth? Wrongly, you're seeking infinite peace, which finite wealth cannot give you. Similarly, at a level of family or emotions, no matter how much your partner may cater to you, everything could be perfect in your family, you cannot find satisfaction, fulfillment in that family unit beyond a point. Why? Because what you are seeking, what you are looking for is infinite peace. Day in and day out, your partner caters to you. Imagine, you got a really good spouse partner, really a genuine person. Diligently, he's taking care of you. Are you going to be happy? You want a little bit more. You want a little bit more. So, what are you looking for actually? What are you looking for? Whole life he caters to you. 25th wedding anniversary forgets, or whatever, 50th anniversary forgets. I don't know. What will happen? What can happen?
You blow up because what you're looking for is infinite peace.
Yeah, I mean, the whole life, poor fellow or that lady has been catering to you. See, there is no fulfillment. See, you must understand the science behind this, because what you are looking for is
Peace.
infinite peace, infinite happiness. You get power, you become the most powerful person in the world. Are you going to be happy? You cannot be happy. Why you cannot be happy? Don't blame others. It's psychology you must understand, because what you are looking for is infinite peace. So any power is finite. So therefore, he says it is a wild goose chase. And that is why he says those deprived of wisdom. Meaning who? Who are these people? Who are these people?
Most of the people,
Who? Most
all the
means
people,
who?
us,
Buff.
Hmm?
we,
Why hesitate to see? Is there any doubt about this?
nothing, no.
Everybody is trying to find happiness in the external world innocently due to ignorance. It goes without saying. So whole life is wild goose chase. You're not going to get it. And then he explains why it is not going to happen. Verse number 21.
यो यो यां यां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धया चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्याचलां श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम् यो यो यां यां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धया चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्याचलां श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम्.
Translation: whatever form a devotee seeks to worship with Shraddha. So word Shraddha here is used to mean consistent efforts. I make that Shraddha of his unswerving. So what Krishna is saying, you will not find satisfaction in any worldly pursuits. Why you will not find satisfaction in any worldly pursuits? Because of me. So he is blaming himself. He is accepting. He is taking that blame on himself. Meaning, see, Krishna means infinite peace, infinite bliss. That's your original nature. So he says, because of me, I help you to put consistent efforts. Meaning, because of me, you are putting consistent efforts to find happiness in the world. For what? To come to me. So till you come to me, you will not rest content. Till you hit infinite peace, infinite bliss, the state of self-realization, you will not rest content. So whether you are putting consistent efforts to acquire something worldly, you will keep on putting efforts. You will not be satisfied. Why you will not be satisfied? Already explained, but still I'm asking. Why you will not be satisfied? Any pursuit, whether you're pursuing wealth, power, reputation, family, indulgences, acquisition, enjoyment, name anything, you will not find happiness, but you will keep on putting consistent efforts to find happiness. Why? Who is responsible? Who is to be blamed?
Raman.
Our desires,
No.
Because we're looking for infinite peace in a finite world.
Krishna is responsible. Meaning, see, it's all poetry, not Mr. Krishna. Because your original nature is infinite. So till you hit infinite, you will never find satisfaction in life. It doesn't matter what you are doing. You must sometimes when you read interviews of famous people, or you watch it on the TV, celebrities, I mean, openly they have confessed, genuinely, that we got everything in life, but still there is something missing in my life. In fact, some of them have gone into depression, and I don't know, it's a fashionable thing to talk about depression in that circle. I mean, when you achieve everything and then you're depressed, so you're a real achiever. So till you are depressed, you're not an achiever, you know. So they brag about it in a way, and of course there is genuinely some of them are saying it, that we wanted name, fame, wealth, everything we got, and in spite of that, we are not happy. So why they are not happy? So what they are looking for is what? What are they looking
Finite.
for? What I'm looking for? What are we looking for?
Not infinite.
Happiness, peace,
Infinite happiness,
peace.
infinite peace. You get that word. So you often give this example of coiled spring. Makaran, can we have that? You know it already. I'm just showing it to you in the context. So it's a coiled spring, 4 feet high coiled spring. So if you press it to 1 foot with your palm, it will exert tremendous pressure, upward pressure on your palm. You release it to 2 feet, there is pressure, but less. 3 feet, still less. 4 feet, there is no pressure at all, because spring has reached its original nature. So our original nature is infinite peace, infinite bliss. So till you reach that, you cannot be happy. So therefore, there is that constant pressure in all of us. It's a question of more or less. What is that constant pressure? Can anybody answer that question?
Our desires.
Desires, correct. But desires for what? Then it becomes complete.
To be satisfied, to, the desires to fill that infinite nature that's never going to be fulfilled by the worldly desires.
Mhm. Yeah. What else? She's right, but what else?
We are not going to find infinite peace or happiness or that through this finite world.
Correct. But what is that pressure? See, the spring, that's what we are trying to equate. When you compress the spring, there is tremendous pressure on your palm. So similarly, there is a pressure in all of us. So to which Anna said desire. But desire for what? What does that
Free,
desire reflect?
To be
freedom.
to become what we are originally, the happiness. So we want to reunite with this, what we originally are, but we are not. There's a void, there's a separation. So we're trying to get there to feel what we are originally, but somehow we don't feel it.
See, the pressure to fulfill your desires will never go away. It becomes complete. Yes, desire, but desire for what? Acquire, enjoy something you want from the world. So that pressure to fulfill, to satisfy your desires is not going to go away. Even if you acquire the whole world, even if you become the emperor of the world, you get everything, still that pressure will not go away, because what are you looking for actually? Infinite peace, infinite bliss. And you'll go on putting consistent efforts, of course, in the wrong direction. That is understood. Why wrong direction?
Because we're trying to
Ignorance.
find it in the world.
Sorry?
We're trying to find this in the world. That's the wrong direction.
Which is not there. So you are using your body, mind, intellect to find happiness in the world where it is not there. So therefore, you are going in the wrong direction. Are you following? It is a simple concept. I'm trying to give examples from day-to-day life. And also there is an explanation from devotional angle for this verse. Whatever form a devotee seeks to worship with Shraddha, I make that Shraddha of his unswerving. So devotional people, they get a relief. It doesn't matter whom you worship. It could be a personality. It doesn't matter. He is saying, end of the day, you are worshipping me only. You are worshipping Krishna only, meaning supreme reality. Because everybody is not intellectual. They may not understand this explanation. So it doesn't matter whoever you are worshipping. It could be Christ, it could be Buddha, it could be whoever. Indirectly, you are worshipping supreme reality. So that is devotional explanation. Verse number 22, he continues the thought flow.
सतया श्रद्धया युक्तः तस्याराधनमीहते लभते च ततः कामान् मयैव विहितान् हितान् सतया श्रद्धया युक्तः तस्याराधनमीहते लभते च ततः कामान् मयैव विहितान् हितान्.
Endowed with that Shraddha, faith, meaning he keeps on putting consistent efforts to find happiness in the external world. Understood. Endowed with that Shraddha, he seeks the worship of that form, and from it he fulfills his desires, tries to fulfill his desires. These being verily ordained by me alone. You already explained. You could be chasing wealth, you could be chasing indulgences, you could be chasing whatever. So you try to find happiness through these external pursuits. And even if you get everything, still you will not be happy. So we often give example of Ravana from Ramayana. He was a demon, demonic person, extremely materialistic and sensual person. That's what you need to understand. So he had all the wealth, all the indulgences at his beck and call. So probably if somebody is indulgent, especially in the Indian community, they say, this is Ravana's indulgence you are doing. When somebody is beyond a point, he is indulgent. What is this? Every 6 months you are changing your phone, changing your car, Ravana's indulgence. So this Ravana had all the wealth, all the indulgences at his beck and call. But he wanted somebody else's wife, Sita. He had a harem. Let's not get into the details. He had all acquisition, all enjoyment, but he wanted Lord Rama's wife. And that's what brought about his downfall. So when are we going to reach Ravana's level of wealth? When are we going to become that indulgent? He's a PhD in all these things. We could be at, I don't know, middle school, graduation, whatever, He's PhD, double PhD. So when are we going to reach that level? And even when you reach that level, you will want something else. So very mischievously, Krishna is saying, I am only responsible for all these things. Meaning that's your original nature. So again, whole life you are chasing happiness where it is Not there. So how do you handle life? Somebody may ask this question, and rightly so. Carry on with whatever you're doing in life. Doesn't matter. What will you do? I mean, you can't give up anything. Carry on with whatever you're doing, your profession, your family. You don't have to do anything different. But understand that it is incidental. Your main interest in life is to regain your identity, to reach where you belong, to find out what that self is. That should be your main interest in life. And everything else is incidental. You may excel in that. There's nothing wrong. See, for example, a focused student who is a true student, genuine student, his main focus is on what? I am talking about a true student. His
study.
main,
To excel in
his main
academics.
focus is on what?
To
Study.
excel in his academics.
Study. But incidentally, he may have certain hobbies, some hobbies, isn't it?
Yes.
And he may excel in that. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong in that. But his main focus remains on whatever I need to get this degree. So similarly, your main focus in life has to be on to find out what's your identity, to reach the state of self-realization. And everything else is incidental. You could have your family, you could have a good time, profession is there. You must put efforts to excel in that. All that goes without saying. But it is as a hobby, it is on the side, it is incidental. And if you don't do that, you will never find satisfaction in life. Either through perception, action, feelings, and thoughts. Analyze. I given enough example. Perception, I want to see the world. How can you find happiness? Nobody has found happiness. Through action, through emotions, through thoughts, ideas, ideologies. It's not possible. Even if you take it negatively, it applies. You cannot find that satisfaction. See, sometimes you see it happening, and I mean, I give this example, I mean, I don't like to give these examples, but how partners, they try to hurt each other, especially when something goes wrong in the relationship. Are you with me?
Yes.
They go on hurting each other. And it doesn't stop. Why it doesn't stop? Nobody understands what I'm saying?
Ego.
No, that's not. You must stick to the subject. Yes, ma'am. Why don't you? She says something to you, you say 10 things. You know, are you going to find satisfaction?
Ignorance.
Sometimes people have killed their partners. For one person, I think whenever I am free, I watch that documentary. I think I told you, 48 hours. I find it fascinating. One man stabbed his ex-wife 48 times. And is he going to be happy after that?
48 hours.
48 times. 48 hours, 48 times. He stabbed his wife to death. And they were childhood sweetheart and all that. Something went wrong in the relationship. So whole life you may not do, you and I may not do that, but whole life you could be boiling or simmering inside. And it doesn't go away, and it is not your fault. Krishna is taking, don't worry, I take the responsibility. Because there is no such thing called as infinite revenge. Can you take infinite revenge on anybody? Even if you stab 48 times, it is finite, end of the day. You're not going to get satisfaction for that. Anger towards somebody, jealousy towards somebody. You cannot find satisfaction in that. because there is no such thing called as infinite revenge. So what you are looking for through revenge, actually what are you looking for? It's not your fault. What are you looking for actually?
Peace.
Peace.
Hmm?
Peace.
Peace meaning like 10 times you abuse him or her, you will be peaceful. No. What
Yes.
peace you're looking for?
Supreme reality, seeking supreme reality.
Infinite peace you're looking for,
Yeah.
which you cannot get. Well, any revenge is finite.
Peace.
Are you with me? So either positively or negatively it is applicable. So he says, I am responsible. Don't worry. We'll do one more verse.
अन्तवत्तु फलं तेषां तद्भवत्यल्पमेधसाम् देवान् देवयजो यान्ति मद्भक्ता यान्ति मामपि अन्तवत्तु फलं तेषां तद्भवत्यल्पमेधसाम् देवान् देवयजो यान्ति मद्भक्ता यान्ति मामपि.
Finite indeed is the fruit to those who are of small intelligence. Alpha Medhasam, meaning people who cannot think, you and I. The worshippers of the gods go to the gods. Likewise, my devotees reach me. See, it is poetry now with so much of explanation. It should be quite easy. So, Alpa Medhasam, people of small intellect who cannot think, anyone who cannot conceive a goal of self realization belongs to this category. Period. So, by default, all of us, I mean, there is no exception. I can see some question marks on somebody's way. At least don't include me. Okay, there could be few exceptions. I don't know. Any person who does not put efforts to come out of an illusion is an ignorant person. Any dreamer who does not put efforts to come out of the dream state is ignorant. Can you remain childish whole life? Can you go on playing with toys? Imagine you are 23 and still you're playing with teddy bears. Okay, if you're doing it, all right, but you must try to come out of it. So therefore he says, Alpa Medasam, people of small intellect. So what do they get? Worshipper of the gods go to the gods, meaning you get what you want, which is your worldly achievements, which is taking you in the opposite direction. He's not saying you don't do that. Already we discussed in the previous verse. It is incidental. It goes without saying. But if you are pursuing wealth, you become wealthy. That is what it means. Worshipper of the gods go to the gods. That's what I'm trying to explain. So if you are pursuing wealth, you acquire X amount of wealth, whatever. If you are pursuing power, you get X amount of power. If you are pursuing family, you end up getting family. Now, what you need to understand that due to this pursuit, you cannot take off spiritually, that is, because you are full of desires. So again, that does not mean you should not have a career, family, etc. This is where people misunderstand. See, everything has to be means to an end. You could have a family, you could have a career, whatever you are doing, but understand the limitations in it. That is all. And if you take it, wealth, family, indulgences, whatever, as an end in itself, you will remain pinned down to the terrestrial world for the rest of your life. So how can you come out? So wherever you are, whatever you are, doesn't matter. Pursue the ultimate. So your mind walks out. You don't walk out. You get it? This is where people, they think, okay, if I have to pursue Vedanta, I have to give up my family, I have to give up my career, nothing. You stay wherever you are because you have desires. At this moment, you need to understand that. You have to accept it. So your mind walks out. Mind walks out, meaning the purpose of life really hits you. That's what I mean by your mind walks out. And understand that personality cannot change overnight. It is important for you to note this point. However inspired you may be to follow spiritual path, it is a gradual process. Your vasanas are not going to change overnight. If suddenly somebody gets inspired, okay, let me go and spend 5, 6, 7 years in Vedanta Academy, it's not going to happen. They go for a month and 1.5 months. I come to know every third, fourth day they are going out for a meal, with students, poor student, I mean, okay, why don't you come? I want to take you to this restaurant, that restaurant, beyond a point, because that's not your capacity. No fault of yours. So your vasanas do not change overnight. So never overstep your capacity. Be truthful to yourself, stay where you are, and put efforts. And what do we mean by putting efforts? Now, I'm repeating myself. You understand the futility of anything worldly. I mean, and you also understand it is means to an end. This is not going to give me the ultimate, but you have to go through it because you have desires for it. So as you get established in this knowledge, slowly you understand the futility of finding that happiness in the external world. And you remain in the world, but you are a man of, woman of detachment. Nobody knows, you only know. You don't do anything differently. You could have a family, you could be in a career, whatever others are doing, you are doing. Of course, sensibly, but you have that sense of detachment. Now, why I'm saying that, because sometimes people, they get extra inspired and they may overstep their capacity. At this moment, that's not your capacity. That does not mean in future your capacity will not increase. If your capacity at this moment is to attend one study class, understand it, accept it. I will not recommend attending 2 study classes. But if your capacity is 2, obviously you must take it to the next level. So many of you are doing e-learning, but there also I'm constantly monitoring. Yesterday only I told somebody, like, no, don't do it for 1 hour, 20 minutes. I could feel that person's capacity is not more than that. But your mind walks out, not you. You understand that phrase? And then in verse number 24, we'll take it next week. The foolish think of me, the unmanifest, as having manifestations, not knowing my supreme nature, immutable, unsurpassed. So I will catch you when you are fresh. Any questions from what we discussed today? See, if you have that book, Symbolism of Gods and Rituals, just read the introduction, forget about the whole book. So you'll get that clarity. Indians themselves are confused. Most Indians, if you talk to them, I mean, they don't know. They believe that these gods and goddesses, they are real. It's absurd. They believe there is Shiva, there is Krishna, there is Brahma, there is Lakshmi. Somewhere they are staying. I don't know. Bloomfield
Amiji,
Hills, maybe. Some
where, where do you get this book? Sorry for interrupt. Where do you get this books, Amiji? This
all the
symbolism
books
of
are available on Amazon.
Amazon. Okay, thank you.
So any doubts? Anything not clear? You want more explanation? Okay, good. I'm happy. Everything is clear. So I'll see you next week.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank